Remember this? A royal shuffle. Hand-holding after some hand-wringing. And an inflatable effigy. Cue Act 2, an estate visit this time, with even more pomp, pageantry and opinion. But the Mayor of London doesn't want any of it, launching a decidedly undiplomatic attack.
I don't think we should be rolling out the red carpet. I don't think this should be a state visit. And why do I say that? I think our closest ally is akin to a best friend. And the thing about a best friend is, of course, you stand shoulder to shoulder with them at times of adversity, but you've got to call them out when you think they're wrong. And there are so many things about President Donald Trump's policies that are the antithesis of our values in London, but also our values as a country.
But some will welcome Mr. Trump's Brexit cheerleading.
Ambassador Bolton, how are you? Lovely to see you.
And the President's national security advisor told me his boss is determined to secure a UK-US trade deal after it, even though Theresa May's time at number 10 is almost up.
Of course, the Brexit negotiations will be handled by her successor. Do you think a no deal is the best option for Britain now?
Well, I think President Trump's made it clear he looks forward to the day when the US and the UK can negotiate a bilateral trade deal that will be beneficial to both countries and to see the will of the British people carried out. Now, beyond that, I think it's going to be up to the Conservative Party in the first instance to pick a new leader and then to see what happens in the negotiation process with the European Union.
But the deal-maker-in-chief has some leverage in a Britain that needs to find partners.
I think Trump has really taken a quite predatory approach to these trade negotiations with the UK. He's recognized that Theresa May is in a vulnerable position following Brexit. She is quite desperate to try and negotiate new trading relationships for the UK. And so Trump is going to try and take advantage of that to seek as preferential of a deal as he can for the United States.
There is history and willing on both sides of the Atlantic, with plenty of twists and turns along the way. This may be the era of the unconventional, but both countries want to show it's still credible too. Expect some subplots to the story here. The US ambassador's residence, where President Trump will be staying and hosting a dinner, a chance to invite whoever he wants.
There may well be some unscheduled encounters here and some off-script surprises, but that doesn't mean that it will shift the political dial. Donald Trump cares about the visuals and the experience, and with Theresa May just days away from stepping down, there is arguably only so much they can achieve and perhaps undo.
Some of the president's security team has already rolled into town. It's an unprecedented operation and the most politically precarious of times. Cordelia Lynch, Sky News.